But you're just too damn busy clicking the close button because it's annoying. It stops you from doing what you were doing.
What's the size of your ad?
Our ads are 220 by 550.
So they're skyscrapers.
They're skyscrapers, but they sit outside the web page.
Yeah.
What we do is, because screens have become bigger, and most websites haven't, we stick an extra interactive panel to the right or the left of a web page, and then within that we display timed ads. So they're 20-second rotating interactive ads, and then the moment the user starts interacting, we capture all of that interaction, including hover time.
Yeah.
So,
Microsite.
yeah, it's a microsite. And again, that may or may not be the answer, but we're really betting on that. Please.
I've got a question for the higher end here.
Set up.
I was talking geographic, not intellectual. Rube said then a very interesting thing, which I have to concur with, and that is people hate clicking through. Now, my gut feel tells me that's for two reasons. One, pornography, and two, malware. Right? I'm frightened to click on those banner ads because I never know where it's going to take me. Honest to God, you can go in. Some of those ads will take you anywhere.
Even the ones with brands that you recognise?
No, not the brands you recognise so much.
Shaky ones.
Virtually anything else that's not in the top Fortune 500, virtually, I hesitate to click because you don't know where it's going to take you, right? And I've been infected, I have been attacked, I have, talking cyberspace here. And so I've got to a point now where I don't click on anything that I don't really recognise and know, right? Now, so I'm seeing that this idea of bringing the advertising to you into this microsite idea is probably going to, at least to some degree, alleviate that. Do you agree with my, user in gut feel on why people don't like to click through?
Well, I think, that's interesting. That has happened to me actually, but it still hasn't put me off. If I see something I'm particularly interested in, I may well click. Not very often, though. But I think it's just the intrusion to people's kind of cognitive processes. They're there to consume a particular piece of content, and anything that kind of gets in the way of that, it's not really. I'm not, when I'm there reading the news or football scores, I'm not in buy mode. I'm not there to get some insurance or something like that.
I'm also talking about Google. Like I've Googled something and the banner ads come up around the sides and stuff, and I look at them and I go, I don't know that company. I've never heard of them. Even though it's in the domain of where I'm looking, I just don't like the look of it. And I'm not going to click on it. And there's this fear factor coming into the web now. It's not a safe space to play in anymore. You can be attacked so easily, and the sophistication of the hackers is so good now.
Would that be alleviated if you thought you could get more from that Google ad right there without being taken to that?
I honestly don't know until I experience it. It's a fear thing, and therefore it's irrational.
What about if the banners for antivirus?
I think
No, they're chasing me now, the Kaspersky lot, they track you everywhere I go now. I'm getting Kaspersky ads. I'm so sick to death of them, and that's got to stop.
To Garth's point, though, I think that it's.
I'll swap you them for my flat stomach ones.
In RMA, they got me as well. So.
I don't think it's necessarily. I look. Some people probably don't click because of fear, but I would have thought that it's probably more to do with the fact that in traditional media, when you're engaging with that particular medium, the ad is a part of, and I guess Google AdWords, what you were talking about, how it took people's fancy, is probably more successful as a result of that. Whereas with the click-through thing, you're leaving the thing that you came to do. So if I went on drive.com.au to find a car, I went there with that specific intent to find a car. But if there's an ad on there that makes me leave that particular medium, then the whole purpose of my interaction with Drive is now, it's different because I'm no longer there. And obviously you've got to then physically click out of it and come back to the medium that you chose to interact with. So I think that's probably an issue as well. Whereas even with TV, you could argue that, well, advertising is intrusive in the sense that I was watching Bold and the Beautiful, and suddenly there's this ad on there. But
You might be released, but
that's completely interruptive, isn't it?
Yeah.